My James Rock Show.
You're watching the My James Rock Show.
Right, it's Dan from the Mike James Rock Show, and I am here with two members of Conjurer, and they're going to introduce themselves.
Alright, I'm Brady, and I play in Conjurer.
Yeah, I'm Connor, play bass in Conjurer.
I'm going to say it enough through the interview that you'll do the mistake that we just corrected.
Yeah, I look forward to it.
Yeah, no, fantastic. So, you guys are going to have to forgive me. I've been in the press area all day. Have you done a play, or are you about to play?
No,
We did a heckin' play.
You did a heckin' play?
We did a heckin' play, 2:30ish.
Yeah, 2:30 exactly.
Were we on pronto?
Yeah.
Wow, we're good. Professional.
So, you guys look to have rehydrated afterwards, as I imagine was needed.
It was bad.
Yeah, it was warm.
I was going to be sick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I had a fan, which was nice, so I did a little bit better than this guy. But yeah, I've had a couple of 4 bottles of water since, which has been good, and 2
Just the
pints of
multi-packs,
cider. Yeah. It's one of the warmest shows we've ever played.
I'd say so. It's up there, definitely. Yeah, it was.
I guess
It was. Yeah, sure. Why not? We'll dip.
They were discussing microphone tactics for anybody wondering what the dipping is
we were
about.
going to pass, but now we're dipping. It's fine.
I think dipping's better. Less hand action.
You can bust out the hand action in this if you want to, guys. I mean, look at that.
Well, that's dangerous.
That was risky. Anyway,
Right.
so you guys are, 3 or 4 months into the album now, and this has been quite a big show to be able to get it out there and play. I'm going to ask you the generic, how's it going down with everyone?
Well, yeah, it's been good. From what I can tell, everyone seems to really like it. We weren't fully ready for how well it went, I think.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was nice, definitely.
Yeah.
Better than the other way around.
Well, yeah, pretty much. But yeah, so we liked the album. It was a little frustrating because it got pushed back a few times.
Really?
So it was meant to be out a lot earlier, and so by the time it was actually out, it was almost a little bit like, oh, thank Christ.
Finally.
Yeah, but then that sort of down was then immediately lifted up by everyone being like, oh, this is good. So yeah, I'll pass this back to you now.
Yeah, it's been good. It was one of those, like, we all loved the song, so we were quietly confident that people would like it, but just the kind of widespread nature of how people have been getting into it has been just fantastic.
Well, as I was sort of doing my research on you guys, as you can imagine, when you do lots of interviews, you don't want to bring up the wrong album. And how's it going? It's like we released it 4 years ago, Dan.
I've done that.
So I was looking at, and you guys just have astonishing review after astonishing review. It's fantastic. But the thing I like the most about listening to you guys is that you actually like it yourselves, and you're not sort of you don't seem arrogant, but
We've got it.
We've stitched you right up there, sunshine.
But no, it's great that you guys seem to actually really enjoy your own stuff, which I think more people should. We get a lot of frustration, and you guys had your own with it being put back, and the fact that hasn't actually made you lose your love of launching it is great.
I think you see a lot of bands that really expect to get something from what they do and turn that into frustration. And at the end of the day, if you're not doing music because you love writing, recording, practicing and doing whatever gig you get offered with your mates, then there's no point doing it. Like, if as soon as it starts to get more about expectation than just us having a laugh, like, there's no point. And we kind of followed that through with the label that we're lucky to be on, Really Highly Raw, and kind of our press people, everyone we surround ourselves with kind of get that it is very much, we're not going to turn into a kind of PR machine, like album 2 deadlines, all that shit. It's just like, no, we're going to write the best possible album we can and put it out and have a lovely time doing so. Exactly. And if people dig it, then that's great. I guess, like, you do kind of, sorry, I'm hogging this one. Going for
Riff it for a while.
You do have a bit of an obligation to people that have invested time and money in what you do, especially people that have. There's a guy called Steve from Birmingham that's been to so many shows of ours and kind of bought everything that we release, and part of me is like, I want it to be good for people like you that you know,
for Steve.
that have really kind of put the time and effort in, but at the end of the day, it's got to be good for us first, and if it's not, then we're not going to put it out.
Well, I like the fact that you guys are in an interview ticking certain PR boxes, also saying that you're not going to let it affect the product as well.
Nah, we do not
that's the
tick any
balance.
boxes.
Well, you've managed to come on and actually talk about it, which
We just have a chat. It's nice, isn't it? I like having a chat.
We'll give the answers.
Yeah.
But that's the great thing is if you're not letting this stuff affect the way that you guys are making the product, and as you say, doing it for the love of doing it and fun, you can still actually launch properly and do good PR
100%.
without being limited by the timeframes of other people.
You see it a lot, like when bands get really big on like a really aggressive record, and you can tell the label have been in there like, right, this is what you're doing next, this is how you're going, and it's rubbish. Like, we would rather stay small than work with, I don't know what they're like, but imagine Roadrunner came along and said, we want you to be the next Code Orange, and we're like, yeah, but you've got to do this. It's like, it's not worth it. Like, it's really, if we can't put our heads up high and say this is the best possible thing we could have put out, then there is literally no point. Like, I'd just give up.
Fair one.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, on the point of like the enjoying the music and all of that, I annoyingly joined the band just as they came out of the studio, so I didn't actually play on the album, but that sort of gave me the perspective of I got to just listen to the album as a fan.
Nice.
So far I've done none of the work and taken all of the credit. It's been wicked. But yeah, no, just be from friends. Like, I heard the pre-production version of it and they sent it straight to me when it was done. And so yeah, like you say, that whole enjoying it and then actually coming and doing it, there's no point in like putting a divide between it. Or now that I'm in the band, it's not like, okay, yeah, that was cool, but now we have to do this.
Yeah.
It's just like, that's the album that we all love. We play it. We'll hopefully do the same thing with album 2. And if everyone else like continues to like it, then I guess that'll be wicked. But
Album 3.
if not, then yeah, I guess it was fun while it lasted.
Whilst I was researching you guys, you did something recently. I'm trying to remember the name. I know it's got Cerebral in it, where you worked with a couple of...
the Cerebral Carnage out dialogue thing.
Yes.
Yeah, we had literally nothing to do with that. The first I heard of it, they announced it on Facebook that we were doing it. So
Okay.
I know it's a compilation for a mental health charity, which is really cool. But yeah, we had very little to do with it.
Okay,
I'm
fair
glad
one.
that we're doing it, but yeah, it seems really cool. There's some really good bands on there. But yeah, I'd suggest checking that out. It's a very cheap way to get lots of good music.
And support something very worthwhile as well.
Exactly. Bonus.
Okay.
Go on. Have a chat about it, Connor.
I can't really add anything else than you.
Hannah, how did that out dialogue thing come about?
We are fact-checking in the middle of the interview.
Yeah. Did you guys have anything to do with that? Because we just saw it. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hannah from Hold Tight got sent some stuff, and now it's happening.
Yeah. So big up PR.
Yeah, wicked. Hold Tight PR.
Well, we do love Hold Tight PR.
Yeah, we all love Hold Tight PR.
Who doesn't love Hold Tight PR?
Hold Tight PR.
Hold Tight
Plug.
Is that James from Tesseract in a Hold Tight PR?
No, it's Hold Tight PR.
Hold Tight PR.
Featuring James from Tesseract. Yeah,
no, I
Hold
heard
Tight
that.
first.
Right.
Band
Benton
second.
from Hold Tight PR. Yes. Lovely.
Lead us back down a slightly more generic path. What are you guys up to once you leave TechFest?
Straight to bed.
No shower? You're gonna.
That's tomorrow's problem.
Yeah, I'll shower in the morning.
Yeah. Well, yeah. This is the start of festival season for us.
Shower.
On a
We're
more
going
serious
to the
note.
football on Wednesday.
So first of all, it's coming home, and then after it's home and we've all tucked it in and we're all happy for another 4 years, we'll be then
50
going to.
years.
Well, to be forever.
Yeah.
It's coming home forever.
It's coming home and it's bloody staying home.
Well, those have
Oh,
gone.
he's lost them.
That's the passion of this
bun.
interview.
Yeah.
Hey. But yeah, what we doing? This is
This is hardcore.
This is hardcore. I want to see a mother flipping pit. Yeah, we've got 2,000 trees.
So many trees.
There's a lot of trees.
So
We've
many
got Bloodstock, which is wicked. We're doing 2 different things at Arctangent.
Yeah.
Like a Conjurer set on the Friday, and then the Thursday we're doing a thing with our label mates Pine.
Okay, cool.
Where we were asked to basically come together and make something that kind of sounds like neither band.
Yeah.
And then perform it. So we're trying our best to get that together at the moment.
Nice.
Other than that, that's festivals. After then, that leads on. Frontiera show, August 22nd.
For all of you tech fans, that
Yeah.
sounds about right. Maybe 21st.
Yeah, around that sort of time.
End of August.
There is a Facebook page. I imagine you guys got the details.
Absolutely, a
correctly on
Facebook page that has details on it. Thank you.
No worries.
That's facebook.com/Conjurer UK or @Conjurer UK or @Conjurer UK. That's Twitter and Instagram. It's the same one, but did them separately.
That's economical.
Uniform.
Yeah.
Very uniform.
Yeah. No,
Then end of the year is big Conan tour, right?
Yeah.
Big.
Do they know?
Just double checking, guys. Yeah, and that's pretty much our year in terms of what's pre-booked at the moment.
There's potentially a couple of massive Europe shows that are going to be well sick, but it's not like set in stone yet, so
That's
I can't
fine.
really
Never talk about
it.
anything that's not set in
Yeah,
stone.
but if it comes off, oh bloody hell, that'll be cracking.
Fantastic. Well, it's been awesome chatting to you guys. I got to admit, I was more excited after listening to you in other interviews whilst you were making your way around the press room. So I was like, I can actually talk to these guys. This is going to be fun.
Do you find that you can't talk to some people?
Some things.
Name and shame.
Yeah, go on.
Name and shame.
Come on, pressure's on.
No.
Hi, so we're here from Conjurer. We're interviewing the guys here, and who do you hate?
Well, I can't say who, but there was one interview that my friend decided to stitch me with one of the first years I was at the on the show. It was audio only at Bloodstock, and the guy hated me because I'm really happy and like really excitable about things. So I was there like trying to have a happy interview, and I knew it was going to go downhill when he was there. I was like, so, tell me about the band. He's like, we spent 20 years playing the most aggressive metal we can. I was like, oh no. There's more swearing in it than that, but I don't swear myself. So yeah.
It was Mega Dave.
I do know who Mega Dave is, fortunately, and whilst he may not be my tastes, I got shouted at Bloodstock as well when I was covering for another station.
That's rubbish.
Yeah, well, I was immensely hungover, and I did say after they introduced themselves, so, you're a band? And then handed back the microphone.
I'd have been livid.
Two of them got the style and like sort of joked along with it. The angry ginger man that fronted that band did not.
It does feel like Megadeth at this point, doesn't it?
We're not big enough for them to know, but we've said that. So
yeah, sorry Megadeth.
So any other questions?
Have you had a nice time? You enjoyed yourself?
It's been great.
You've nailed it.
Actually, TechFest is one of my favourite ones to do press at because there is no band that isn't appreciative of being here. The setup's fantastic. There's never been any fights as well. That's great.
Sorry. Yeah, no, we do care about TechFest.
Are you sure?
Simon would be upset if we said
Yeah.
no.
Simon hijacked. So Simon drove us on a tour a few weeks ago, and we were doing an interview with someone, and he said, "So what's your favourite UK festival?" And Simon was like, "UK Tech Fest, www.techfest.co.uk. You can get your tickets. It's in a few weeks." We were just like, "Dude, what are you doing?" But it is good. It's one of those. I don't know why I've answered my own question there. It's a bloody good festival, isn't it?
It's fantastic. When we first came here, it's like this is a bit different, but I don't think I've ever seen such a respectful crowd. That's the thing is this is the one place where it doesn't matter whether somebody knows whether you're on the bill. People just turn up, watch, appreciate, find out.
That's what we were counting on. So it's gone quite well.
Yeah. No, it is like we're a band that do not fit on TechFest objectively, but people have been super receptive. And like Simon said, the reason we played the after party last year, that was purely because people had requested us to play. So it's there's obviously an appetite for stuff that isn't straight up TechFest bands, which is, and Simon's booking has shown that across the year, especially last year with like Aborted, Rolo Tomasi, The Faceless, who didn't bloody show up, but bands that aren't straight up like genty tech metal, he's really trying to diversify into everything that tech can cover. And it's really cool.
It's what you need because the one thing that we try and be on the show is genreless. Like we don't mind what genre we play out or who we interview, and to see fans bogged down so much with trying to pigeonhole. You're not realising how much you're limiting your experience. It's like, no. Like for me, live, I have a much more expanded like list than I do of album bands, which is part of I think everybody does. But yeah, half the bands which I really enjoy live, I would never actually say I was into that genre. I just like, no, I got to go see them live. They're awesome.
Yeah.
And I think people really limit themselves when they get too obsessed with genre. You should just go out and appreciate. And at least this one, where you would think something called Tech Fest, where it almost is genred in its title.
Yeah.
They're surprisingly open-minded to welcoming bands that aren't pure tech on the stage.
We are fully proof of that, I think. Yeah, we've played so many slow bits today, which just it went down really well.
Hopefully, yeah. Everyone who we spoke to seemed to enjoy it. So
We've seen good things. Well, on that note,
Amazing.
thank you for possibly one of the more strange interviews I've actually ever had.
you are more than welcome.
Yeah.
However, not the first time that the interview tactics have been turned on me.
Oh,
So,
we need to do that more often and more aggressively. We'll come prepared.
I think you should do it at the start of the interview, because that would throw most people off their game.
Oh,
And that
that
would
would
be
be
really
good, wouldn't
entertaining.
it? Next year.
Yeah.
We'll prepare at Trees.
Bloodstock.
I'll send you
Trees,
like
mate, next weekend.
I'll send you like a prep list that you.
Yeah. I'm going to turn up twatted as well.
That's also happened many times. And not me. Anyway.
Liar.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers for having
Very
us.
much, man.
Right. Thank you for watching my interview with Conjurer. This is very reminiscent of the rest of the interview, where they tried to distract me as much as possible. But if you liked it and you want to hear more about the festival that they're at and our interviews from this sector, hit the like, subscribe and notification bell for everything. Thank you, and you guys are assholes.
Welcome to the My James Rock